Hello and welcome to the first episode of North, hopefully not doxing themselves while vlogging everything to get points. We are also starting up in a tree today to not dox myself. Anyway, the plan for today: donate books, CDs, clothes, go to the library, write and film a news report, and make a nature documentary. So, luckily there are actually 2 used clothes stores nearby, so I'm gonna go to one of those. And then I need to figure out where to make a news report. But we'll do it. And now, I just need to figure out how to get back down from the tree, because it is very wet, because it's been raining for the past week straight. Also, I think I'll include funny little anecdotes while I'm walking and stuff that happened, because why not? It'll be fun. Anyway, to walking to the store. I've come to the realization I should probably introduce myself, as I'm going to be your gracious host for this very scuffed week of vlogs. Anyway, my name is North, they, he pronouns, and I'm great at video editing and filming stuff, that's for sure, yep. I have also come to the realization I should probably actually show you guys, what I'm donating, because that seems kind of important, and I'm not sure if they'll actually let me film in the store, because they can be picky about that sometimes. We've got some old CDs that my mom just said, yeah, sure, go ahead, donate those. We've got a ton of my old shorts and some clothes from when I was 8 or something. I don't know why I still have them in the depths of my closet, a bunch of them. And then we've got, I'm not gonna bother taking them out, but dork diary books, also from when I was 8. I don't know why I still have them. Right, so for today's story of the day, we're talking about something that actually happened today. So, bit of context, I live in the middle of a forest basically, except it's also a major town. It's weird. Anyway, to get to school, I have to bike through part of said forest, because that's just how it is. And it's been raining a lot for the past, week, so said forest is very wet. And I was just minding my own business, biking to school, going down a hill, and then there was a puddle. And then I tried to stop, and then I fell into said puddle, and I was very wet. And then I had to go back home and get my mom to drive me to school, and I had a math final while wet. It was great. Math is, yeah, that was fun. Anyway, note of the day, water is very slippery, not just ice. Can be more slippery actually if it's a puddle, because of science things that I don't understand. So be careful when biking in rain is my take. Yay. Pretty bush. Love the bush. It's a very pretty bush. Nice bush. Puddle where I need to go. Hey, only slightly wet. The rain's been great. Love the rain. It's definitely not caused any issues whatsoever when it comes to traversing the area. Kindly ignore the previous story about the bike. Look at all those chickens. Currently listening to the Turtles playlist on Spotify, which is very swag and definitely not incredibly long. Yeah, you should listen to it. It's great. Ooh, look at the pretty flowers. Very pretty flowers. I've come to the realization there's actually a library a lot closer to where I am than I thought there was. So I don't have to go on half an hour-long walk to get to one. There's actually one a block that way. So we're going to there first and then clothes. This is definitely not a scuffed vlog whatsoever. We're almost at the library, chat. I'm not sure why I'm calling you chat. It's not a live stream, but you're chat now. Almost there. We've arrived at the library, chat. I would show you the sign for it, the proper sign, but I don't want to dox myself more than I already am. Yeah. Now, chat, one key thing that must be mentioned is I do not in fact own a library card. So I am in a library and I will have to, I guess, talk to the librarian to see if I can actually get a library card, but there isn't going to be much talking because library, you know? I have found a book that seems interesting. I'm covering this because it says where I live, in case you can't find out. Anyway, seems interesting. I think I'll borrow this one if I can get a library card. This is a very good book, chat. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Very nice. Read it. Covering the label because you can see where I live. Library is gay. Love the library. So, turns out apparently you need a guardian if you're under 18 to check out a book. Or, not check out a book, get a library card. And unfortunately, I'm 17. So I'll have to steal my mom's library card and go on the long walk. Unless, does this count? I went to a library, that was the challenge, just go to a library. And I tried to check out a book. So, I mean, does it count? I'll just go to another library. There's one kinda close to my house-ish. To the clothes store. Properly this time. We should be good. One of the only good things in this city, in my opinion. Pride Corner. A bunch of people formed it because a bunch of homophobic assholes were holding protests here. So now it's Pride Corner. And every Friday, you dance at it. It's great. I love it. Have arrived at the clothes store. Oh good, it says donation center. I was worried. Some of them don't let you donate clothes. It's very weird. Hello, I was looking to donate some things. How do I do that?
If you want them now, I can just take them for you. But
Okay.
our donation center is just around the back.
Okay, yeah, I just have them in my backpack. Okay. Stuff. Right, I am too socially awkward to actually have filmed much of that, but I think you got the idea. I tried. And now for the wonderful getting home, because transit sucks in this city. Now we need to find out where the heck the train is, because imagine being able to easily travel around your city. Couldn't be me. How low down are these trains? God damn.
Due to limited trains are only running between Belvedere and Century Park. Seek bus replacement service between Fairview and Belvedere.
University Station.
Now, because this godforsaken city sucks, I need to take another bus. It's great. It's like a 20-minute car drive, and it takes ages by bus, or public transit in general. I hate it. And the buses come like once an hour. I hope it's here. Oh god. The wrong bus is in the spot. This is great. Good news, chat. It was, in fact, my bus. This is great. I don't have to wait like an hour for it to show up. I love this so much. Done with public transit. Now I just get the joy of having to walk half an hour through a forest. Because this city apparently does not understand public transit planning. On the plus side, I will be able to film the nature documentary that I still need to do today. Not sure what I'm going to do for the news report, but that's a problem for later, North. Right now, North needs to run because the light's changing. We are now at the forest that I must walk through, and also the forest where I'll be filming my nature mockumentary. It'll be great, very funny. I'll probably just like edit it into this because I cannot be bothered editing like a ton of videos, so yeah, you'll probably like cut to that next. Probably. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go. The forest, in case you were wondering, that I must walk through. It's great. It's actually quite pretty. Now we will cut to a nature documentary, mockumentary, because it's not going to be a proper documentary, but you know, nature thing. Disclaimer, this is all filmed by a Canadian. All stereotypes are with a Canadian's consent. Probably should include a disclaimer. I'm not sure. I will. It is day 34 of this wild hunt for a Canadian through the wilderness. I feel I may be getting close to its den, or something it feels worthwhile protecting. I'm seeing more tracks of it as we get closer. There's evidence of a struggle with a bicycle. I was not aware wild Canadians could ride a bicycle. What is that? I hear something scruffling in the woods. Could it be? But no. It is a wild Canadian. What do I do? I've only ever heard of them in the scriptures. It seems to be looking for something.
Syrup?
I've never seen one so close. No, wait, don't run. Canadian, come back, please. No, wait, come back, wild Canadian. I have maple syrup and poutine for you. Where did you go? This way, probably. A trail. We must follow it. Wild Canadian, come back, no! Oh God. The Canadian's running up a hill. I'm not sure what to do. I think the Canadian ran up the hill there. It is too steep for me, a mortal person, to follow. I will have to go around. The trail continues that way. Surely we will see evidence of the Canadian's further existence. Onwards! Let us go! We must follow! Follow the Canadian. I saw it! Oh my goodness. Look. It's a wild Canadian dusty spot. They roll around there to get clean. Hold on. I think there might be a really bad video that someone else filmed years ago of it happening. Look. If you look closely on the ground, there is evidence of the wild Canadian struggle with a bicycle not long ago. It must have been trying to drag it through here. Potentially, it was checking up on something. I'm not quite sure, as nobody is truly aware of a wild Canadian psyche. Look, you can see more evidence of the struggle, even though last night's downpour has washed most of it away. Look here, you can see more evidence of the wild Canadian's tussle with a bicycle. It must have been a well and truly well-fought battle to get it up this hill here. Canadian, it appears to be trying to protect something. What is that over there?
And we are live on air talking to the one and only Professor North, who has spent his whole life studying the elusive behaviours of the Canadian. Hello, Mr. Professor North. That is your true title, right?
My true title is solely Professor North. None of this Mr. Professorship is actually much more important than being a Mr. Therefore, I demand you speak to me with respect.
Yes, of course. Respect is very important, Professor North. I will only refer to you as Professor North from this moment on. So tell me, Professor North, what was it like coming face to face with the most elusive creature on this planet, the wild Canadians?
Well, of course, it was truly a surreal moment. I have spent my entire life studying the elusive behaviours of these Canadians who live up in the north. When I finally got to see one face to face, it was eye-opening, earth-shattering. It was my dream come true. Everything I've worked for in this life, only for it to be ripped away in a minute.
Of course, I can imagine it would be a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But if I may ask, Professor North, why did the wild Canadian attack you? They're usually peaceful, from what I hear.
Of course, it is only natural to be confused about why a Canadian would attack, when everyone thinks they're always peaceful. But that is not the case. They can be vicious at times. Have you never heard of the World Wars? There's a reason the Geneva Conventions were written. The Canadians, of course. This is not all of them, but I seem to have just encountered one on a bad day. Or, my personal theory of what is more likely, it was protecting something. And Canadians are truly protective. And I got too close.
Of course. Even the most peaceful of people can be truly vicious if you approach something or someone they love. Do you have any idea why the Canadian was so attached to the beavers, if I may ask, Professor North?
Now, it only makes sense that the Canadian was so attached to the beavers. Beavers are, after all, Canada's national animal. It represents unity and building together a great, powerful, protective place. So it's natural that the Canadians would feel a kinship with the beavers, of course.
Ah, a type of symbiotic mutual relationship, then. Of course, that makes so much more sense now that you say it.
It is an incredible relationship, isn't it?
Wow. Yes, truly wonderful, Professor North. Now, if one of our viewers, say, was to go out looking for the Canadian, what would be your advice, Professor North?
I would highly advise against going looking for a Canadian yourself. I, after all, am the leading professional in this field. And look what happened to me. Go after Canadians at your own risk. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Of course. No one would dare approach such a creature as we saw in your video. Are you going to continue your research, Professor North?
No, I don't feel like I will. I've already made the discovery of a lifetime, more than anyone has ever made before me. My name will go down in the history books. There's no use worrying about potentially losing a limb next time instead of just permanent scarring. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, I understand. You've already made through a breakthrough of a century. Well, viewers at home, that was Professor North of the North Academy talking to us about his recent exclusive experience, I guess you could call it, with a wild Canadian. You can see it now on his YouTube channel. It's all over the internet. You've probably already seen edits of it going up on the TikTok. Until next time, dear viewers, until next time.
Mistakes have been made. School group passed. Running up the hill. Not fun. Anyway, back to acting. I suddenly have so much more respect for actual YouTubers who do stuff like this. Although I'm not entirely sure what YouTubers run around pretending to be both a cameraman and a wild Canadian at the same time. But like, God, is it tiring. I'm so glad school's done. Holy crap. And just walked by and they gave me a very quizzical look. This is great. I probably look insane or something. Right. Onwards. Onwards. Look, there's a swamp. Not sure why I'm filming the swamp because it's not going to go in anything, but swamp. One of my dogs jumped into that once. Not fun. Sorry, chat. This actually is where the wild Canadian, aka me, had a dreaded tussle with a bicycle, aka my bike, because they wanted to check up on a wild animal, aka the beavers. That you'll probably see their house in the next clip because that's where I'm going. Was not fun. It was raining. It is incredibly muddy, as you may be able to see. And it's an electric mountain bike. And I was in Vans at the time. Not the smartest idea ever. You know, I was thinking of doing like a behind the scenes of the filming thing, because I filmed a lot of these random blurbs while walking around, you know? Anyway, I should probably stop filming and probably should pay attention so I don't slip and die. Because then how on earth are we meant to get all the points I've worked for so far? And will work for. I have like a whole list. I'm so glad school's over. Okay, bye. This is going great. No foreshadowing in that clip, but have run into a minor obstacle. Hold on. The minor obstacle in question. There's a tree across the path. This is great. This is totally unrelated to the actual thing. I was gonna film a clip down by the river and probably like go boating tomorrow, you know? Or Wednesday probably, actually. I'm not entirely sure how safe that will be. It seems said torrential rain I mentioned has in fact flooded the river. That's fun. River? Very much flooded. It's normally like 3 meters lower than this. This is whack. Okay, it will be very fun filming the next clip by the beavers, who probably moved out if they're smart. Update. Somehow my phone thinks I've taken 7,000 steps, like via the health app, so that's fun. That's great. This is gonna be a very active weekend. Or entire week, not just weekend, it's Monday. Stupid North. Anyway, this will be great. I'm definitely outside and touching grass. Definitely outside and touching grass, that's for sure. So I'm fairly sure you heard me mention the stairs in another clip. Like an earlier clip. Probably the one right before this, honestly, depending on how I edit it. I'll show you the stairs, because we're there now. Behold, the stairs. They go up there, across, up, across, up, across. It's great. Love them. There's something like 280 steps. I'll like film a clip from the top once I get there. Right, chat. We're at the top. Look, we came from all the way down there. I wanna die. I'm so tired. Hate the stairs. Also, this probably goes without saying, but if you somehow recognize areas that I show in this video, please don't like say where they are. Like, I want to do this, want to film videos, want to get points, it's fun. Don't want to get doxxed. So please do not dox me. Please and thank you. Instead, if you do recognize these places and you happen to live close to them, feel free to like DM me or something, because it would be very swag to actually meet up with people in real life. Yeah, just don't dox me, please and thank you. Great. Help, chat. This is the second time people have shown up while I'm recording stuff. I just want to record this and go inside and edit it. Send help. And that is the filming done for today. Woo! Now just need to edit everything, and yeah, that'll be fun. Figure out how on earth to actually send it in. That will be great. Woo. Anyway, toodaloo.